Let's talk tenant renewals. Here's a question every landlord runs into at one point or another. Do I keep my current tenant and renew a lease with them, or do I go find a new tenant? And the answer to this can vary based on a multitude of factors. Because here's the issue. A lot of times tenants renew at a rent that's under market, and this is where landlords struggle. But here's a couple things to consider before you decide to not renew with the current tenant and go find another one. First of all, what is market rent? So what can you go get in the market for this space versus what is the tenant that you currently have willing to pay? Secondly, and this one is really important, lease up time. Sometimes an excellent space in a great market can still sit for 6, 12 plus months vacant. And that loss of income can be tens of thousands of dollars. And it's really hard, I would argue, sometimes impossible, to make up that difference even with market rent when the space does lease back. The next thing to consider is tenant improvements. Is the space in perfect condition? Is it going to need a lot of tenant improvements? And are you going to have to contribute to that? And then lastly, what are your long-term goals? Because sometimes keeping a tenant, even if they're a little bit under market, can be the best move an owner can make. But if you're planning on selling the property, it's incredibly important that all of your rents are market to maximize the value of your asset. So if you have questions about this video or any commercial real estate needs, let's connect.